Hey guys, it's me Carter here, back with another video. Today on my channel, I thought it would be a fun little idea to break down Peeta's kills from the Hunger Games books and give kind of my opinion on whether his kills were murderous, or in other words, like, is Peeta murderous? This is gonna be book only, and like I said, I feel like Peeta was never really portrayed as a killer like some characters. And I understand that, the people in the games and stuff were forced to kill, nobody was ever wanted to do it. Careful, because this video is going to contain spoilers from the books. So, yeah, if you have not read the books, then what you doing? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, let's jump right into today's video. Let's start with book 1 and his very first kill, which is listed as most likely. While Peeta was with the couriers on the first night, it's alleged his first victim was a female tribute from District 8. She sees this tribute light a fire for warmth. Yeah, the couriers decide, let's do this. Peeta do it to protect Katniss and probably to prove himself to the couriers a little bit. That's what I at least think. After the whole fight between the couriers and the female tribute from District 8, everyone assumed that this female tribute was gone, but no cannon went off, which starts an argument afterwards.
So I was editing this video, but I decided to also reread the Hunger Games for the last few days, and I just finished book 1. But this was the conversation between the couriers regarding the first victim of District 12.
Shouldn't we have heard of Karen by now?
I'd say yes, nothing to prevent them from going in immediately.
Unless she isn't dead.
She's dead. I struck her myself.
Then where's the cannon? Someone should go back and make sure the job's done.
Yeah, we don't want to have to track her down twice.
I said she's dead. An argument breaks out until one tribute silences the other. We are wasting time. I'll go finish her, and let's move on. I almost fall out of the tree. The voice belongs to Peeta.
And I know how cannons worked and stuff in this universe. They didn't always go off the instant someone was killed, but was she really dead in that moment? Another good question to what happened after all of this, because an argument happens between the couriers about the fact that, is she really dead? Was she really dead? But maybe he sat with her because she was on the verge of death and waited for her kind of to pass away, giving her some sort of comfort, as it didn't show anything and as we were never seen it or heard of anything about this. We really don't know. That's why this death is listed as most likely, in my opinion.
When Peeta returns, the boy from District 2 asks, was she dead? And Peeta says no, but she is now.
Peeta's next quote-unquote victim, which was not his fault or Katniss's, Foxface, a character that I really wish we knew way more about, and I wish, she didn't. I wish she was a character we met in, Catching Fire or Mockingjay. We didn't even know her name. What was her name? How her death happened was Peeta gathered berries for him and Katniss as they decided to go separate, and Peeta thought that the Nightlock berries were normal berries, and Foxface stole them, and of course, because she was hungry, and this was kind of Foxface's method, sneak, steal, and hide. This had nothing to do with Peeta or Katniss, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion. There's this theory, and I don't know who's heard it, but that Foxface knew that they were Nightlock, and I don't know. Comment down below what you think of this theory. I feel like at least not in the books, but maybe in the movies. But it's a pretty interesting theory. I will not lie. I have my mystery glasses on. No, I'm kidding. Moving on to Cato's death, which, yes, 100%, Peeta was involved in Cato's death. He signaled to Katniss to shoot, with which Katniss did shoot him in the hand. But Cato had my dude in a headlock, about to choke him out. Was it 100% murderous? No. But yeah, Peeta kind of slams into the cornucopia after Katniss shoots him in the hand. Down in the cornucopia, there's little wolf mutts, and he still didn't die, so Katniss decides to shoot him, which honestly would have probably been less painful and less torturous. Took him out of his misery so he didn't have to die a slow death. Which, I would have been grateful if I was in that situation. I wouldn't want to die from the wolf mutt. I feel like they would just play with my body for way too long before I went unconscious. Okay, this ain't a horror video. Is it? No, I'm kidding. Moving on to Mockingjay. During the quarter quill, Peeta had only one victim, and that was a former
career from book 2, Catching Fire, Brutus. This is the only death Peeta knowingly took, in my opinion. He was wanting to show the Capitol that he wasn't just some pawn in their game. And, like, I feel like that was very common for the districts whenever, like, were thrown into the games. I feel like that probably was a common. This was also the final death in the final games, which, what a way to end the final games. Like, I feel like Suzanne Collins was like, we're gonna end the final games with a bang, alright? And yeah, like, Peeta really only talks about this during his first interview when he is held by the Capitol. I feel like I had more to say about this one, but I can't quite remember what I wanted to say. But comment down below, like, what you guys thought about Brutus's death. And the last and final death, which was Mitchell and Mockingjay. This was due to the side effects of being hijacked by the Capitol and held by them. You would have been able to very easily argue that it was that PTSD coming back in a court of law. Like, it would have been seen as, like, an insanity plea. Bogus gets hit. I know I said that wrong. Bogus gets hit, and while Katniss and some of the others tried to drag him to safety, Peeta pushes Katniss after hearing the pod goes off, triggering something that reminded me of that trauma. I wasn't in that situation. Reminded Peeta of that trauma. Katniss ends up losing her grip on Bogus. Peeta stands over Katniss, about to bludgeon her, and she dodges, and Mitchell decides to get involved. Peeta ends up pushing his feet into Mitchell? Wow. Carter, just no. And lodges Mitchell into a death trap that was set by the Capitol. Honestly, the scene was pretty gruesome, at least in my head. I really pictured a really gruesome scene. But yeah, I don't think this was Peeta's fault, because you're telling me he, like, literally pushes his feet into Mitchell, and Mitchell just goes flying, like, into one of these traps. Like, what are the odds, man? May the odds forever be in your favor. Okay, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button and give this video a giant thumbs up. Join our family, join our squad. We are a safe space that loves and supports everybody, no matter what their sexuality is, no matter what their gender identity is. This is just honestly a safe space for all. I love you guys so much, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay positive, stay strong, you matter, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys!